Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for stopping by the channel for a quick hockey rummage video today. As I've been organizing and purging and getting my card room and my collection overall in better shape here in the new year. I've had this stack of random hockey cards, most of which I've had around a while, although there's a couple new ones right on top here. Kind of just waiting to get put away and processed, and I figured why not do a rummage video. We have snow on the ground here in New England. It finally feels like winter, and so it's a great time for a hockey card video. I love collecting hockey. I feel like there's been a lot of focus on baseball recently, but this is my other favorite sport to collect. We're going to start with some new stuff before we dive back a bit. These are Topps Now stickers. And for those of you that know, Topps does not have a license to produce NHL trading cards. That belongs exclusively to Upper Deck, but they can get around it by making stickers. And while I don't get into a ton of these, I've shown a couple Connor McDavid's in the past on the channel. I typically stay away from these. I'm a little bit of a sticker snob and I prefer cards, but of course, Connor Bedard here, the youngster who is lighting the hockey world on fire, the most highly anticipated first pick since probably Connor McDavid. And thus far in the early going, he's been kind of living up to the hype for the Blackhawks with, highlight reel goals and is scoring at a pace that you wouldn't expect from somebody of his age. So these are the first two Topps Now stickers that came out for him. This is his first career goal versus the Bruins on October 11th. I bought 3 of these. They were like $2 each. I bought them on eBay, not direct from Topps. And then I also got a 3-pack of these, which is for the point in his NHL debut the night prior. So he had an assist in his first game, goal in his second game, and I've got both of them represented on Topps Now stickers. I don't know what I'll do with these in the future. Maybe send one off to SGC, stick them to my Trapper Keeper. Not entirely sure, but there aren't really a lot of Bedard or really any Bedard. There are some Bedard Blackhawk cards out right now, so I guess those will fill my void until Series 2 comes out and everybody goes crazy for his Young Guns rookie card. Here's some stickers going back to the 80s. Peter Sidorkiewicz for the Harvard Whalers. This might be early 90s, actually. What else? Oh, yeah, no, 89-90 hockey. So this is a Panini sticker. Great card there of Sidorkiewicz. I have a new card of him coming in shortly. Ray Ferraro, who's now a broadcaster. Then we have a future star, Peter Sidorkiewicz. This is an O-Pee-Chee sticker. You see that great O-Pee-Chee retro logo. And then this also has Peter Sidorkiewicz on there. I don't know if that's Ron Tugnut sharing the card with him. Does not tell me on the back. So not entirely sure who that is. But the rookies recruits card here, number 42, is definitely Sidorkiewicz. So there's a few stickers that I had lying around on the hockey front. Again, I don't get into those much, but had a handful. Next up, I've got a run of cards in the stack here that are from a player that I collected when I first got back into the hobby. So around 2007, got back into collecting sports cards. Was probably just turning about 25 years old. Big Bruins fan, and I started to become a fan of this guy, David Krejci. Look at this game-used jersey. This is from the Providence Bruins. You can see here, which is the American Hockey League affiliate of the Boston Bruins, and he's rocking the Providence Bruins jersey there as well. So I got into, I didn't know any better. I was kind of feeling my way around. I just got back in the hobby, and I started player collecting David Krejci. So I bought a lot of his cards in like 2007, 2008. He's retired now, but he had a very successful career and was part of the Stanley Cup championship team with the Bruins. And I've since sold some of my higher end Krejci stuff because there is actually a demand for it, believe it or not. And he's not somebody that I actively collect today, but I held on to some of these because they just maybe weren't worth a ton of money, or in this case, being a Providence hockey card and a nice relic at that, had to hang on to that one. You don't get a lot of Rhode Island hockey representation. Here's an O-Pee-Chee rookie, just a base O-Pee-Chee marquee rookie card. His rookies came in 2007, 2008. Here's the infamous Young Guns rookie, probably the most desirable, budget rookie card that every collector would want if they were going to start collecting David Krejci. So happy to have that one as well. We'll put that up next to the Providence Bruins relic. Here's an MVP rookie. That's kind of a middle to lower tier set from Upper Deck. This was the rookie class box set rookie. So again, I really went overboard here with David Krejci. SP Game Used. This one is serial number to 999 on the left there. That's a rookie card as well. We've got the Rookie Premieres from Trilogy, numbered also to 999, and this one has some decent shine on it. You know, these are cards, I will part with these at some point. Maybe I can find a Krejci or a Bruins collector who wants to enhance their collection, or maybe I'll sell some of these in a batch on eBay. This one's nice from Upper Deck Ultimate. This is Ultimate Debut Threads jersey card numbered to 299 with really great use of foil there from Upper Deck. This was a higher end release, which you can kind of tell based on the feel of the card. Also had a couple autographs. So this one is from SPX, 2 jerseys, an auto, and numbered 999. Again, not really the way I collect anymore, but was just feeling my way around, getting back into the hobby, and I've held on to these cards in the years since. And this one might be my favorite from O-Pee-Chee Premier, quad relic with an auto numbered to 299. I had a version of this card that had like a patch in it, and it was lower numbered, like I think to like 20. That was one of the nicer cards that I did sell of Krejci's, and I'll probably sell most of these as well, and maybe just keep the 2 up that are in the background here, the classic Young Guns rookie and the Providence Bruins relic. Next up, I have some buybacks. So I show a lot of buybacks on the baseball front, but there have been hockey buybacks as well, and it looks like there are a handful of them in today's stack, starting with Andy Brickley for the Boston Bruins. So this is a 1990 Upper Deck hockey card. That was the first year they made hockey, but it was a buyback, you can see by this large silver stamp, in 2010 Upper Deck French hockey. So 20 years after the inception of the Upper Deck hockey brand, they did buybacks. And these are not serial numbered, but I believe there to be no more than maybe 20 of each. And the number could be less than that. There's really very little information out there about these. Brickley was not a Hall of Famer or a terribly successful player, but he is the longtime color commentator for the Boston Bruins TV broadcast. So really a fan of Brick, and happy to have that buyback. And then the rest of these are Fleer Ultra buybacks. Now I really love these. They're from the inaugural 92-93 Fleer Ultra hockey release. The first year they did this set in hockey. I know it did start in 91 in baseball. 92 was the first hockey set. I've done videos about this before, but I love that it's the same design as the baseball, basketball, and football sets in 1992, with just a minor, change down here. You have a sheet of ice for hockey. I think you have like maybe green for football or brown. So there's slight differences, but this overall design remains across all the brands. And in 16, 17 it was, somewhere around there, Upper Deck did buybacks of this Fleer Ultra set for a set called Fleer Showcase, which was a higher end release. And these are stamped here, so it's a buyback, and they are also serial numbered. It's a little bit blurry, but there we go. 15 of 25. So serial numbered to 25 copies. And in this case, we have that great rookie ribbon, which I loved on the Ultra cards back in the day. So Sean Hill, he didn't really amount to too much at the NHL level, but this guy did. Glenn Anderson, Hall of Famer, better remembered with the Oilers in the 80s and then even the Rangers later in the 90s, but in between played for the Maple Leafs, but he's a Hall of Famer, buyback numbered to 25. And then Brad McCrimmon, who tragically passed away in a plane crash over, I think it was in Russia. It was the Yaroslav Lokomotiv team, and basically the plane carrying their entire team crashed, and most, if not everybody on board, perished in that accident. So Brad McCrimmon. And then we close out the buybacks with this one, which is fantastic, an early career Matt Sundin Quebec Nordiques buyback. He's in the Hall of Fame, and I love that great blue uniform there. I miss that team tremendously, and that just looks great on the blue Ultra design as well. Just really, really nice card. Sneaky good Matt Sundin hockey card there, which is 25 of those in existence. Just about to wrap it here. I know we're coming up on the 10-minute mark. I have 3 inserts from what I think is one of the best insert sets that anybody produced in the 1990s on the hockey front, the 94-95 Donruss Elite Series. These have those scalloped edges, super classy design, great shine. Here's Martin Brodeur, a top 10 NHL goalie in history by pretty much any account. And just like on the baseball front, for those of you that know, these were serial numbered to 10,000, which, sounds laughable, but they're not easy. A lot of these may still be an unopened product. A lot of them may have been lost to time. This is almost 30 years ago now, which is crazy to say. And who knows? Who knows? But whatever the reason, 10,000 does not make for an easy card here 30 years later. And I'm happy to have this Marty Brodeur, trying to complete this entire 10-card set, which is not impossible by any means. I also have Pavel Bure, the Russian Rocket, and fellow Hall of Famer with Brodeur. And then not in the Hall of Fame, but certainly in the Hall of Very Good, and one of the top prospects in the game around this time period, or young players, I guess, Jeremy Roenick. So we started with Connor Bedard for the Blackhawks, and we end this portion with Jeremy Roenick. So beautiful inserts. Gretzky is in that set, Mario Lemieux. There's definitely some tough cards in there, but it's attainable. Even the Wayne Gretzky card being numbered to 10,000, it's not a deal breaker for almost anybody's card budget. And then we're going to close out with a vintage card here. A set that I don't show often, but I do have a handful from this release, and it is 30 years older exactly than that Martin Brodeur and those Donruss Elite cards that we just looked at. The 1964-65 hockey release was done in tall boy format. Check out that Charlie Hodge. Tell me that is not an awesome hockey card. I love goalie cards. I love the tall boy format. You got the brown leather pads in this era. That great Canadiens jersey. They're obviously one of the original 6, most important franchises in the history of professional hockey. I just love everything about this card. The contrast between the bright yellow in the background, the red of that Canadiens team name in the jersey, and the brown of the pads. It's just, a simplistic design that works so well. This is the only year in the hockey card, history that they did these tall boy cards. Not counting some 90s like offshoots. I think Fleer Power Play was like a 90s release. But as far as like traditional Topps O-Pee-Chee Upper Deck, like flagship sets going back all the way into the 50s, early 50s, this is the lone tall boy release. And I bought this card like years ago. I mean, I'm probably embarrassed to say how long this has been sitting around waiting to get filed away. Here's a great look at the back. Look at that cartoon. Led the league in shutouts, so of course they draw him with supersized pads in the cartoon. You can't even see the goal there, so I love that. And to show how long ago I picked this up. Picked this up from an eBay seller for $5.50. It's one of those ones like Batter's Box or something that just has tons and tons of ungraded inventory available with free shipping, or at least they did back in the day. So I don't think I would get this card for $5 anymore, most likely, but really happy to have it. And it's a great finale to today's hockey-themed video. And hope you enjoyed this. So again, I just wanted to get into this stack. It felt like a good time to break into some hockey cards. I've seen others doing that as well now that the snow is here in the Northeast. And I'm going to get to filing these away now and finally eliminating the stack from my view. So I feel great about that. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here today. Truly appreciate you stopping by, especially for a hockey video. And as you know, I'll be back very soon with some more sports card content. Till then, enjoy the hobby, everybody. See ya.